What's up everybody, it's Broken Bones here and welcome to part 2 of the tutorial. If you are just tuning in, make sure to go ahead and go down in the description and click the link to part 1 of this tutorial and go ahead and get caught up. If you have already watched part 1, then let's go ahead and continue on with the tutorial. Now finally that you have all your light and water in place, go ahead and come over here and start chilling up all of your dirt. Grab your carrots and potatoes and you can go ahead and start planting all of your potatoes on the first floor and all your carrots on the second floor. If you're going to be stacking this farm up any higher, you need to make sure that the hopper streams drain out in the correct corners. Once you have all of your farms planted, go ahead and come over to your wheat area. Remember we had red on the right and yellow on the left. So what we're going to do is we're going to come right over here. And what we're going to do temporarily is go ahead and take this water out. It's going to make it easier to work with. So go ahead and take that out for right now. Get rid of that. Go ahead and come down here. We're going to take rid of these hoppers right here. And same thing with this. We're going to go ahead and take this out right here. Just like that. There we are. Okay, and we can actually leave that chest in there just like that. And what we're going to do is we're actually going to come up here just like this. Go ahead and crouch place these right in here. I believe that's that one. Let's see here. Let's go up one more like this. And this one we're going to crouch place into the side of that iron block right there. Okay, just like that. We're going to break this iron block out here like this. We're going to place one in there like that. And go ahead and place in a comparator on that one just like there. Okay, now break these two out here and break these third one out like that. Go ahead and place two blocks out like this. Come down a block, come out a block like this. Place one down like that and another one in front and break this one out right here. Put a redstone torch on the front of that one. Place a repeater right here on 2 ticks. Place redstone dust all the way up and over to your comparator. Inside of your hopper here, you're going to put 41 wheat and 4 stone beside it, just like that. Just like that. So that way you can make sure that only wheat is going to go down into the system. Once you've got your wheat sorter all sorted out, what we need to do next is put in the overflow system. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and place a dropper on the side of that block right there. Come over here with another block like this and go ahead and surround it just like this. This is going to be our lava pit. And go ahead and place a temporary block there. Place in your lava right here and then your block just like that. That'll go ahead and house that all in. From right here, we're going to go ahead and come up a couple blocks with a hopper. Go ahead and crouch place a hopper into the side of that one. Come up a block like that, and then you're going to bring these hoppers all the way across, coming over this other hopper, just like that. Once you have your hopper line in, go ahead and come over here to your dropper. You need to place a comparator in facing out from it like that. Place a block up in front, and a block out to the side. A repeater like this, and a sticky piston facing sideways just like this, right here. Then a observer facing in this direction right there, a repeater facing in that direction right there on 2 ticks, and then another observer facing in this direction right here. Once you've got your lava overflow all wired up, go ahead and come over here to your hopper line and go ahead and place a chest right here on the end, and then you're going to place a dropper all the way across just like this, and then go ahead and place another dropper coming across like that right here. There we go, making that look nice and neat. Perfect. Alright, so what we're going to do next is we need to break that block out and actually go ahead and break this out too. We need to go ahead and place that lamp 1 block back just like that. Go ahead and place another temporary block in there like that with a hopper on top of that one. You're going to go ahead and break all of these slabs out on this road. This is where your minecart's actually going to be going. So what we need to do now is we actually need to probably go ahead and fill all this in. Go ahead and fill that in with blocks just like this. There we go. Alright, so right here, we're going to go ahead and chuck in another block right there. Go ahead and break this one out and put another block down here like that. Go ahead and temporarily break that one out. We'll put that one in later. We need to go ahead and put a comparator in right there. We're going to have a block up in front like this. A slab out in front like that. Just like that. Put a repeater on that one right here. That's going to go into a block like this. That's going to have a block down below like that. That's going to have some redstone dust on top. And that's going to go ahead and step on down just like this right here. And actually you're going to put a slab right there like that. And then another regular block right here. And then another regular block on top of that one. Go ahead and come over here, break that glass out, and put yourself in a torch right there. And then what you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and crouch place a couple hoppers in right here. Go ahead and crouch place a hopper in on top of this chest right here, just like that. And then around the side, just like this. There you go. And go ahead and get that all in just like that. And you're going to have to re-till that soil. Once you've got your hoppers in and your land tilled back, go ahead and come over here to this dropper right here, that one, and this one for here. Go ahead and get yourself a block to crouch on, and crouch place 2 furnaces right in there just like that. Go ahead and come over here off the side of this redstone, place in some more redstone right there, and a repeater set to 2 ticks right there. Come off the back side of that redstone with a block up like that, place in a torch, then you're going to go ahead and place a block up like this, and then you're going to place some redstone dust on top. Place in your block back right here and place in yourself a dropper facing in this direction right here. Let's see, right here, like that. There we go. You can break that block out. Go ahead and grab a hopper, place that in there just like that. Crouch place a block on the face of that hopper right here, and then put a comparator outside of that block just like that. Crouch place a block right in the front of that comparator just like that. And that is that circuit all completed up. And now what you need to do is you need to go ahead and open up that dropper and put in 1 piece of stone, so that way that'll go ahead and create a monostable circuit. Since this dropper right here is getting powered by that redstone torch, go ahead and break that one out and replace that with a furnace as well. Go ahead and do that. Then go ahead and grab your glass and go ahead and fill in the rest of the spots in your wall. Once you've got all your glass buttoned back up, make sure that no water is ever going to spill out anywhere. You shouldn't have any water spilling out underneath these hoppers, underneath this glass, underneath anything. So you should make sure that all your redstone is going to be safe. Once you've done that too, go ahead and make sure that you cap this hopper right here with another dropper just like that. Once that's all buttoned up, go ahead and come on over here. Now you're going to have to come over here to your light source posts and go ahead and add to these. In the direction that you have this right here, this runway, you're going to go ahead and turn 90 degrees, and you're going to bring these out by 1 block on this side and 1 block on this side for a total of 3 blocks like that. And you're going to do the same thing to these ones over here, and just like I said, perpendicular to that runway over there. Go ahead and add 3 blocks to all of these just like that. There we go. Alright, now what you're going to do is you're actually going to go ahead and fill this whole area in with blocks just like that, missing these 3 blocks on top of your area. You're just going to leave those sunk down in. You should have yourself a platform turning out somewhat like this now, and if you do, go ahead and come over here to this row of blocks right here all the way to your runway. Break that one out and replace it with a redstone block like this right there. Same thing with this one over here. Go ahead and break that one out and replace that with a redstone block. And then also here in the middle, right here, go ahead and break all these blocks out, and you're going to replace the entire stripe all the way down with redstone blocks on both sides. Your platform should have this look now, and if it does, you need to go ahead and come over here and make sure that your platform covers the entire farm area. And then opposite of your runway over there, you're going to come over here to this side and fill this side in with blocks too, just like that. These 2 sides can stay open. You can leave these sides open just like that. Go ahead and come over here to the beginning. Let's go ahead and start out with your powered rails right here. Go ahead and place 2 of those in. Then 2 regular rails along with a powered rail. Then go ahead and place in your regular rails all the way across, putting powered rails on there. Come all the way up to here on that one. Come over here and turn 90 degrees. Put a powered rail. Again, go ahead and continue that on. Then put a powered rail anywhere there's a redstone block. On this block that we just placed, you're going to go ahead and use your U-turn. And go ahead and go like that, and then go ahead and continue that off with redstone blocks just like that. You're going to continue this pattern up and back all the way back until you get all the way to this point right here. You might notice that when you finally get to the last rail, it's going to connect up to the wrong one just like that. So if that happens, go ahead and break this one out, break this block, and break that comparator. Place yourself in a temporary block and bring that one out just like that to keep it straight. Place that rail back in, go ahead and break that rail back out, place in your block up like this, and your comparator back down there like this right here. Let's go ahead and grab that one right there and place that in right like that. Come over to one of your dipped sections right here. You're going to break out the rail on one side just like that and place in a temporary block. You're going to put a trapdoor in like that and break that one back out and replace your rail. You're going to do that to all 4 dips. Once you have your trapdoors in place, go ahead and grab your dirt. You're going to come over here and you're going to place dirt on top of all of your straight rails, missing your U-turns just like that. Same thing on the other side, as well as your trapdoors. Don't place any dirt on top of them. Just go ahead and make yourself a giant square on top of all the flat rails. It should be 18 by 18. Grab your water buckets and go ahead and fill in all of your trapdoors just like that, and bring your light sources in just like this, and you're going to pillar these up 3 high just like that, bringing them out just like this in the same direction that your rails are going beneath. Bust out your hoe and go ahead and start planting all of your seeds. Next, grab your decorative blocks of choice and go ahead and border all the way around your farm, and then go ahead and place glass 3 blocks tall above that. Once your walls are in, go ahead and come over here to the side where your gaps are. Go ahead and fill these gaps up on both sides with your decorative blocks of choice. Grab your stairs and go ahead and place these above your rail. Once that's done, go ahead and come 3 blocks away from your one way on this side. You're going to break out the 3rd piece of glass and that 3rd rail right there, and replace it with a detector rail with some redstone dust right there on that block. Break that slab out right there. You're going to place in a regular block like that with a repeater set to 4 ticks. Break that slab out right there again and go ahead and place up a block up like this right there. You're going to break these 2-3 blocks out like that and even that stair right there. Go ahead and place in 2 blocks right there and a couple pieces of redstone dust. Go ahead and get yourself up a block like this right there, and actually you're going to step down a block like that. There we are. Go ahead and put some redstone dust on top of that one. Break out that piece of glass and go ahead and put yourself a repeater. Crouch place that one in right there in the side of that block. On the side over here, you can go ahead and redecorate this. You can put your stair back in and your slab right here, and that'll go ahead and complete that all up. Grab your torches and light up all of your redstone. Once that's all completed, it's now time to go ahead and duplicate this whole mechanism right here over here onto this side for our beetroot farm, which is going to go above our wheat farm. So what we need to do now is we need to come over here to this side. We need to punch out these blocks right here. Go ahead and punch out all of these right here. Go ahead and punch all those out. Okay, right here in the side, you're going to go ahead and place up 2 blocks just like this. Place in a hopper in that direction right there. You're going to go ahead and place in a comparator right there. Now you're going to go ahead and place in a couple more blocks just like that. Break these out, and you're going to place redstone going across there just like that. You're going to come down here now, place a block down just right there. Break that one out and place a repeater right there on 2 ticks. Break this one out and put yourself in a torch right there. Now we're going to go ahead and come on back out and go ahead and put yourself a slab back in there right there. Go ahead and open up this guy. You're going to put in 42 beetroot right there, and you're going to go ahead and put in yourself 4 stone right here, just like that. There we go. And that'll go ahead and do that one. Once that's in, go ahead and place yourself in a stair block right there to go ahead and kind of complete that up. And then go ahead and break out all these blocks right in here. You can go ahead and break these out coming on down. And get yourself some hoppers, and go ahead and place yourself a hopper, and then a chest, and then a hopper, and then another chest, just like that. And actually, I think that needs to stay a hopper right there and right there, just like that. That'll go ahead and make sure that it locks for the mechanism right here. Go ahead and place yourself your stair block back, just like that. There we go. And that'll go ahead and complete all that up. Once your item sorter is all in, go ahead and come off this block right here and break that one out and place in a hopper in that direction right there. Next, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and come up here a block right there with a dropper facing downwards right out of that hopper. Go ahead and come right here. Go and place 2 blocks up right here if we can do that. Let's see if we can do that. There we go. Go ahead and surround this one right here, and what we're going to do is we're actually going to come around this side because it's a little bit easier. Go ahead and break that one out. You're going to place in some lava right there and then put your block back right there. That'll go ahead and complete that up. Now we need to put in the redstone for this, which is going to go ahead and consist of a comparator. Then you're going to place a block up like this right here. That's going to come out to the side like that with a repeater right there set to 1 tick. Come up a block right here with a piston just like that, and place in yourself a observer in that direction right there. Place in yourself a repeater set to 2 ticks, and another observer right here off to the side, just like that, in that direction. Once you have all that complete, go ahead and break these blocks out right here and this piece of glass out right there. Place in yourself a chest right there, and then a hopper facing down into that chest like that. Then one over here into this piece of glass like so, and one out here to the side like that. Crouch place a temporary block in the front of that one, and place a hopper facing into that block just like so. Go ahead and come around front, place in a block down like that. Break this one out. Place it in a comparator with a block in front, just like this. Come out with a slab like that, and you can break this one out. Come out with a repeater set to 1 tick. Place a block in front and come down a block as well. Go ahead and place a block out like that too. Place some redstone dust on top of that one. You're going to come down a block, which is going to be right on top of this guy. You're going to go ahead and bring that out and come up a block right there. Place a redstone torch on front of that one, which should be right underneath that hopper right there. And you're going to go ahead and place a repeater right there on 1 tick with some redstone dust right there. Out here to the back, you're going to place in a redstone torch. You're going to come up a block like this. Come up a block like that. Place in some redstone dust. Place in your dropper. Place in a hopper. Just like that. Go ahead and place in a comparator. And then on top of this other comparator, crouch place a block just like this. Just like that. There we go. Go ahead and open up that dropper and get yourself 1 piece of stone, or whatever block you chose to put in that dropper. That's going to go ahead and create yourself a monostable circuit, so it'll send off your minecart. Now what you need to do is you actually need to duplicate this entire rail system and this entire farm on top of this farm. Now what's going to happen is you're going to flip this runway 180, so instead of having your loading station over here, you're going to have it over there. The U-turns are going to be the same, everything else is going to be the same, just the runway is going to be 180 reversed. Once you have that all built up and ready to go, there's a few things that we need to change. Come right over here to this rail right here. Go ahead and break out that and place that with a regular rail. That's going to be the one right behind your detector rail right there. That's that way it doesn't get shot off into the distance. And then also we need to make sure that this doesn't, that this minecart gets stopped right there. So that you just go ahead and make sure that that's got a block right there to block that one. Also, we need to go ahead and put a dropper over this hopper just to go ahead and get rid of the lag from that one. Alright, so that's pretty much buttoned up now. I believe that's just about everything ready and done. I believe we need to do the same thing to the wheat farm over here on this side. Yes, we do. We need to go ahead and get rid of this redstone block. Go ahead and get that and put a regular rail in there and replace that with some glass. Other than that, that is pretty much the farm done. Let's go ahead and get ourselves our stairs, just like this, with our slabs. Let's go and get these guys in here. Go ahead and put slabs or stairs around your entire glass area. And then go ahead and build your slabs on up just like this and cover the entire rooftop. Once you have your roof on there done and complete, now you need to come down here to the sides and put in your redstone for these 2 farms right here. So what we're going to do is we're going to cover every single one of these up with redstone. You're going to do that all the way around the farm, top and bottom. I'm just going to do this top one here for you guys. Go ahead and put a piston with a block on top at the end of your line of redstone and come out to the side right there with a repeater set to 2 ticks, just like that. You're going to come up a block in front and build out this little 2x2 area just like that. Go ahead and place yourself a comparator on that one right there and some redstone dust on top of that one, and you can break this one out. Go ahead and come over here. You're going to place in some more blocks. Go ahead and just place in a row all the way down the line just like that. There we go. Do that. And then what you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and place in some redstone dust just like that. Place in your repeater or your comparators just like that right there, skipping that block in between. Go ahead and put yourself some redstone dust there and there. Break out that torch if you have one there and put that there. That redstone's going to finagle, so what you need to do is you need to put a block right there to stop it from finagling. That's the only corner that you're going to have that problem in. Every other corner should be pretty much the same. So now what you're going to do is you're actually going to come off the side of this redstone right here with a block. You're going to come out of that with a repeater just like that. You're going to come out of that repeater with an observer, just like so. And that observer is going to go into a block just like this, and that's going to wrap around right here. And that's going to wrap around up to the top up here. Let's see here. We need to come up to this block right there. So we need to have a couple blocks come over here just like this. and we're going to run that around just like that. And remember, we're going to have our redstone dust right here. So what we need to do is we actually need to go ahead and place some blocks right there with some redstone dust on top of that one, and place in your repeater right there. That can stay on 1 tick just like that, and go ahead and staircase on up from this point to there, and that should go ahead and go pretty easily just like that. There we go. And go ahead and connect that up right there. All you need to do now is bring redstone from your observer all the way up and around up to that redstone right there. That will go ahead and power that entire dispenser line all the way up and down, all the way to go. So once you go ahead and do that, you need to run that around the entire farm, top and bottom. Once you have that redstone all built all the way around the farm, top and bottom, what you need to do now is actually come over here to one of the sides, which I'm going to choose the back side where our item sorters are. Go ahead and come over here and break out this piston and that repeater right there, just like that. And actually, you can go ahead and keep this piston in there like that and come out a block to the side. We'll come back to that later. What we're going to do here is we're actually going to go ahead and come in with a repeater set to 2 ticks right there. You're going to put in a sticky piston, and then we're going to put a block on top here in a second. You're going to go ahead and put a repeater right here, just like that, and that's going to be with a daylight sensor right into it, just like that. And the reason why you want to wait till you put the block on is so that pulse doesn't go through. You need to make sure that this repeater here is on 2 ticks. That'll go ahead and do that. What you're going to do with this one over here is you're going to go ahead and bring that over to this guy right here. So let's go ahead and staircase on up from there. Let's go ahead and do that here real quick. Let's go ahead and get that guy up like that. There we are. That should staircase up there pretty nice and neatly, just like that. There we go. Alright, go ahead and put yourself in a repeater right there. You're going to set that to 2 ticks, just like that. That's going to come on down here to this step, and you're going to place in a repeater right here on 1 tick, just like that. Once you have that done, that is pretty much all of your redstone all ready to go. Come inside the top layer of your emerald grinder. Go ahead and click these buttons here. That's going to go ahead and dispense the first shulker box just like that for all of the farms. Go ahead and get these all ready to start storing up items just like that. Click all these. There's your potatoes and then your wheat just like that. Now what we need to do is we actually need to go ahead and get all of our farmer villagers into the farms. Once you have all of your villagers in place and ready to go, you need to go ahead and give your wheat and beetroot farm villagers some seeds. So for the beetroot, we're going to go ahead and give them 8 stacks of beetroot seeds. Let's go ahead and toss these in here just like that. And you should see that if you throw a 9th stack in, that he won't collect it. That's how you know that their inventory is full. Just go ahead and double check. Let him collect the items there for a second. And you should see that if you go down in there, you have 1 more stack. So he's good to go. Let's go ahead and release him inside the farm. There we go. He's going to go in there and start collecting all those plants instantly, just like that, as you can see. So we can break that pot out. Now what we need to do is we need to come down here and do the same thing for the wheat villager. Let's go ahead and get ourselves a bunch of wheat seeds here. Just like that. Get ourselves a 9th stack. Give him 8 and then plus 1 more. Double check to make sure his inventory is full. Let's get all these out of here. Just like that. There we go. Alright. You should see after just a moment, if you hop back down in there, you still only have a stack. Perfect. That's how you know his inventory is full. He's going to go ahead and head on in there and start planting seeds right away. So that's perfect. Awesome. Let's go ahead and take out all this glass here. There we go. Alright, so after that's done, we can actually go ahead and take our mine carts with hopper. Let's go ahead and take these guys, get 2 of these, and line these up on these rails over here. So what you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and get this on this powered rail right here. Go ahead and place that down and get that started on there just like that. That's going to go ahead and start collecting items. Same thing for this guy, but you're going to send it off in the opposite direction. Place your minecart with hopper down in there and send him off in the opposite direction. Now, like I was saying, if these minecarts ever fail, they don't fail very often, but if they do, you can usually see under there just like that. You can shoot them with a bow and arrow, and the new minecart with hopper will pick them up, and the minecart and the hopper that got collected will be spat out into the lava, so it won't ruin anything. So it's actually pretty easy, an easy fix. So that's the top farms done. Let's go ahead and head over here with your other villagers right here. Technically, you don't have to give these guys anything. You don't have to give them anything, but it will rev up the farm a little bit better if you give them 2 stacks each. So let's go ahead and get ourselves 8 stacks. Go ahead and give them 2 stacks of carrots each, just like that. That's about all they need. Otherwise, they're going to go ahead and start mining the crops out of the farm. They're going to start planting everything. So as long as they have some food in their inventory, they will be satisfied enough to not go ahead and start farming. Because you want all these carrots and everything to stay whole just the way they are. And same thing for the potatoes. Go ahead and chuck in your potatoes for these guys as well. Let's go ahead and get these out here just like that. Give these guys 2 stacks as well. Here we go. Just like that. There you go, buddy. Get them 2 stacks. There we go. Just like that. Make sure it gets in there. Then same thing for the rest of these guys too. Alright, and once that's done, see that they collect everything. Let's go ahead and start up top because it'll be a little bit easier. We can go ahead and let these guys inside the farm now. Let's go ahead and break out the glass. And you should see that, I'm not sure if they're actually going to be attracted to the farmland, but you should see that they're not going to actually mine up any of the carrots, which you don't really want them to yet. They will once there's fresh farmland, so you don't really want them to because otherwise it's going to, like I said, it's just going to make those carrots go away and you're not going to get the full harvest. So let's go ahead and put that guy in. Perfect. So what you're going to do now is you're going to go ahead and just place all of these villagers inside of their allotted farms. Once you have all those villagers in place, all in the farms, go ahead and come down here to your emerald grinder. You should have 4 farmer villagers down here ready to go. And you should see that your wheat is starting to fill up and your beetroots are starting to fill up once those minecarts get going. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go ahead and get these 4 villagers in these 4 spots. These 2 guys you can get in pretty easy just by breaking these blocks right here and pushing them in. For the ones up top, I built these little rail stations just like this. Go ahead and push these guys over into the rail and that should send them up into the top right there. Go ahead and hop on that rail there, buddy. There, he goes up to the top, and then you can just go ahead and push them into their trading areas from there. Now that all of your villagers are in place, go ahead and come outside and you're going to go ahead and double check your farm. It should be fully functional at this point in time. I've had daylight cycle off, so we're going to go ahead and turn that on. Let's go ahead and cycle through our daylight cycles right here. Let's go ahead and go like that. And now we're going to go and start the farm. Should see that that starts this side just like that. Let's see here. Looks like a couple things might be off here just by a sec. Let's see what's going on here. My bad, guys. These pistons right here at the end of your dispenser line need to be in the upwards position like that. So you need to go ahead and make sure that all of your pistons around the farm have the block in the upwards position. Alright, second test, and as you can see, the villagers are replanting the farmland that's been harvested already, so that's this farm's working. So let's go ahead and test it one more time and see if it works. Let's go ahead and change it tonight and then change it today. Should see that that dispenses only. There we go, perfect. Once all those items get down into the hoppers, you should see that this shuts off and that one turns on. Should turn off right about now, there we go. And that one turns on over there, perfect. Awesome, so that's going to go ahead and harvest that side as well, just like that. And then here in a moment's notice, this is going to go ahead and fire this side here next. There we go. Awesome, that's going to go ahead and go all the way around the entire farm until it gets to the lower ring. So it's going to go ahead and hit this side next. Let's go ahead and watch it do its thing. There we go. Alright, now when we come back here, you're going to notice that we have this downward slant, so it's going to go ahead and activate this farm now. So as you can see, this is going to shut off and this one's going to turn on. Very good. Alright, that one's turning on. And the reason why we're doing this in this order is that way there's not too many entities on the ground at any one time. I've had it to where you flush multiple farms, too many farms at one time, and then you end up with less items in the long run because they actually lag out and disappear. But as you can see right here, we're getting all of our items nice and neatly collected without anything disappearing, so that's very, very, very good. And everything's going perfectly just as per planned. Let's go ahead and head around here. This is the last farm that's going to fire. And that's going to go ahead and fire right about now, I'm thinking. There we go. Alright. So there's that last farm. And then once it reaches over here, you should see that it should just die out. Let's go ahead and remove this guy. We need to remove that right there. And make sure that that dies out and doesn't continue on through the rest of the farm. So make sure that that repeater and that piston are gone from right there. Once you have that, the farm should go ahead and reset and go ahead and fire off in the next day. And I believe that's pretty much it. Let's go ahead and check downstairs, see if our items are all coming in. We should see that our potatoes and carrots are all coming in nice and neatly. There's our potatoes coming in Nice. There's our carrots coming in. Alright, I'm just going to go ahead and wait for some of these things to fill up and check these shulker box loading systems. Looks like we forgot to do some lighting in the center of our farms. Go ahead and come on inside, and these 4 blocks right here that this villager is planting, we need to go ahead and make sure that those are all lit up. So go ahead and do that on all the floors. Make sure the center of your farms are all nice and lit up. Also, again, I've made a small mistake. We need to go ahead and take this dropper and hopper out. This is the one that we're using for the wheat farm, not for the beetroot farm. So what we need to do is where that dropper was, we need to come up behind that redstone with a block just like that. Take this block out right here and go ahead and place that dropper in like that with a hopper facing back into it. Open that dropper and put yourself a piece of stone in just like that, and go ahead and cover this hopper with another dropper just like so. That should go ahead and cure that problem. That was keeping that rail on. Now it's able to unload. Perfect. There we go. Let's see if we can get this sent on our way here. Get that going. See if it'll go ahead and collect here. I'll go ahead and see if it's going to unload. It looks like the minecart system is working, but it looks like the farm has broke because the villager has ran out of seeds. He's picked up wheat, and now he's got enough food in his system that he won't replenish the farm. Same thing goes for the beetroot farm, so make sure that you have that lighting in there before you put your villagers in there. They will run out of seeds, and then they'll start picking up beetroot and wheat, and then they'll have food in their inventory. Alright, so I've killed off the other villagers and I've replaced them with some new farmer villagers and made sure that they have nothing but seeds in their inventory, and it looks like it's fixed the farm. So that's very good, and everything's coming in nice and neatly. Let's go ahead and head around front, check all of our items, make sure everything's coming in nice and neatly the way we want it to. We should have our wheat coming in just like so. Perfect. Awesome. And our potatoes. Sweet. And our carrots. Nice. And our beetroot. Sweet. That's all coming in. And as you can see down here, we have our shulker boxes that have come out from our dispensers right here. And I believe over here on our potatoes, we have 2. So we have a full one right there. So basically what you would do now is you're going to have wheat, carrots, and potatoes to grind up with these guys. You can't use beetroot because you guys don't buy it, which is a shame. They should implement that into one of the updates. But nonetheless, we're going to go ahead and trade off some of this potato. So to speed up the process, I'm just going to go ahead and delete it. So let's go ahead and open up this here and delete this off. And when this is empty, it should break and get sent back into the system. There we go, and the new one gets dispensed right there for us to go ahead and grab, and the old one goes into the system back up top for to be reloaded by the farm. And I think that's going to be it for me today, guys. This is the really coolest emerald grinder I've actually ever seen. I've never actually seen one of these farms hooked up the way I've done it here in this tutorial. This is a one-of-a-kind deal right here, and I'm so proud of it. I've used what I've learned from just about everybody, and I've had a couple of people help me. And before I go, I want to give a big shout out to my buddy Icy Prime, who actually came over here. He invented this little circuit right here. I went ahead and made this circuit, and it was big and bulky, and he came over here and was able to just put this observer here along with this repeater and get rid of my whole big bulkiness that I had over here. So big shout out to you there, Icy Prime. You are getting a lot better at your redstone, so big shout out to you. And yeah, so that's going to do it for me today, guys. This farm is a beast, so I hope you guys enjoy it. Hope it does well for you guys in your survival worlds. And if you did, please make sure to hit the like button. And if you really liked the video, make sure to subscribe. And as always, share this video with all your friends. I'm Broken Bones, and I will see you guys next time.